Here's Paddy Power's latest horse racing offer. It's money back as a free bet if your horse finishes second to the SP5 in all races at one meeting today. And at one meeting every day this month. Max £25 per race. Not available in shops. 18 plus. Gambleaware.co.uk.
You're listening to the Racing Postcast. I've got Graham Rodway with me, David Jennings and Frank Hickey on the line. We'll come to the Irish lads for this one first. DJ, the 110 is, of course, the Royal Bond. The 140, the Hatton's Grace. The 240, the Drimore Novices Chase. An unbelievable day's racing at Fairyhouse.
It is. It's a cracker. It really is. It's definitely the best. Like when we got the decks through this morning, you were kind of hoping that most of them would stand their ground. And apart from Faugheen, obviously, and maybe Nichols Canyon, the rest of them have. I'd say Peter Rowan Fairyhouse was absolutely over the moon. Starting off in the Royal Bond, Peace News is favourite on the back of his Cork win, and that was a cracking maiden hurdle. It was probably the best maiden hurdle of the year. It beat Shirako Valles, who Gordon Elliott talked up very highly of as in a stable tour, and Timmy Rowley of Willie Mullins. It really was a top-notch maiden hurdle, and you'd have to be really impressed with the way Peace News did it. But the one at a bigger price I'm interested in hearing is Le Martelan of Noel Meads and Sean Flanagan rides. He was very disappointing at Navan. He was only third to LeBake, but things didn't go well that day. For some reason, he was wearing blinkers that day, and he's a free-going sort. It kind of made no sense. He's in a hood, which I think will suit better. I think he'll settle better. He's a huge engine, and I think they'll go off. He's definitely a play for betting and running punters, because he's going to be a long way clear after a couple of furlongs. He's going to be a huge price. I think he's 20s with Paddy Power, right. Maybe. He mightn't win, but I think he'll run far better than his odds suggest in the Royal Bond.
Okie doke. And we'll shuffle you. You can do them all in one go, DJ. Go on to the 140.
Okay, I'll be really quick because I know time is running out. Look, Vroom Vroom Mag is obviously going to be all the rage here. I think she's 10 to 11 with Paddy Power. I think she'll probably win. I'm surprised Apple's Jade is out again. There is so many question marks about the rest of them. I think Vroom Vroom Mag will probably win, and I'd be surprised if Shane's Hill wasn't second. I think that's fairly straightforward, the 140. And in the
Drimore, 240.
The Drimore, the 240. Yeah. The two I like are just for this day. I'm a huge fan of Annabelle Fly, who I think could have I think he's certainly a Grade 1 chaser. I thought he was impressive at Navan. I think fives is very fair. I'm just worried about the ground. I'd like it a little bit softer for Annabelle Fly. And I think Diamond King is a very, very good jumper, but I think he's priced accordingly at 9 to 4.
He's got his ground, Diamond King, hasn't he? I thought.
He does, yeah. And look, you'd have to love the way he jumped at Galway. Like he was foot perfect there, and I think he's going to come on for that. And this has been the plan. Like Gordon said even before he ran at Galway, he said we want Davy Russell to ride him here, and that's why he's out so early, because he's got the big band coming up, and then we're going to go for the Drimore. So he's had this plan mapped out for some time. I think it could be Diamond King's day, but I really do like Annabelle Fly.
Okay, DJ's got the Trixie sorted there. And Mr. Frank Hickey, if you could run through the betting for these great contests.
The Royal Bond were 7 to 4 Peace News, 130 Saturnats, 9 to 2 LeBake, 11 to 2 Penn Hill, 13 to 2 Early Beach, and 20 to 1 Le Martelan, 25 to 1 Bar. In the Hatton's Grace, my computer's after freezing, 2 seconds. It's 10 to 11 Vroom Vroom Mag, 3 to 1 Apple's Jade, 9 to 2 Shane's Hill, and 20 to 1 Bar. And in the Drinmore, it's 9 to 4 Diamond King, 5 to 2 at Twafill, 4 to 1 Annabelle Fly, 9 to 2 Alpha des Obeaux, and 14 to 1 Bar.
If I had to push you, Frank, for a best bet on the Fairyhouse car, would you have one?
Well, if you want a winner, Vroom Vroom will win. I think St. Stephen's Green in the handicap hurdle is interesting enough. There was rumours they were going to send him to the Greatwood, but rerouted to this, and I think he's still well handicapped off 1-2-4. No, it's a very competitive race, but again, it's been each way pick.
Okay, it's Great Action Ireland. We're going to have to shuffle this along back to the GB action, Graham. We mustn't forget is the Peterborough Chase, Huntington at 2 o'clock. We've got it's a cracking little field. Do you have a view on the race? My old friend Dodgy Bullets is in here. I think he could bounce back after getting totally worked up at Ascot last time. I put a run through that.
He is an old friend of yours as well, isn't he? I mean, you used to love him when he was a novice hurdler, and he was getting beaten all the time.
Yeah, I know, and then he went and won a Tingle Creek of the Champion Chase.
I mean, he turned into a brilliant horse, didn't he? He was another Nichols horse that wasn't great that turned into a top one.
Yeah.
I don't have a strong view on the race. T for 2 is also that I'm really interested in with a long-term future, but this isn't his trip on a sharp track like
3 miles of
Huntingdon.
soft ground.
He surely wants further. Just a quick note on the Royal Bond. When the horses got moved out of Mullins's yard, I heard a rumour that the best horse that he lost was Peace News.
Right.
And that let's just say the words future champion hurdle winner were muttered.
Right.
So
Okay.
I'm excited to see Peace News run again. It apparently has been fragile though, so let's hope that Henry Dobrummer can keep him in one piece.
Indeed. So, right, well, okay then, gentlemen, it's been absolutely brilliant. I'm going to have to say goodbye to Mr. Graham Rodway. My many thanks to David Jennings and Frank Hickey for joining us. Join us again on Monday where we'll have the weekend review on the Postcast. And if you're feeling festive, don't forget to rate and subscribe us on the Postcast on iTunes. Thanks for listening.
The Racing Postcast in association with Paddy Power. They prize support UK and Irish racing the night before.